minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, X minus 1. Fire.
Lights out, everybody. The creaking door.
Dimension X.
Inner Sanctum Mystery.
X minus 1.
Dark fantasy.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sci-Fi and Horror, brought to you by Dwayne Old Time Radio. Sci-Fi and Horror features some of the best programs from the golden age of radio, including X-1, Orbiter X, Dimension X, it's a lot of X's, Lights Out, Ray Bradbury, Dark Fantasy, and many, many more. Before we start today's sci-fi and horror thriller, if you enjoy what I'm doing, let me ask you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is 100% free, and you will receive notifications on new posts. Lastly, if you have a moment, please write a short 1 or 2 sentence review or give a rating on your preferred podcast service. A positive review or rating would help me out a lot. And now, on to the show. And again, thank you for your support. Hope you enjoy. This week on Sci-Fi and Horror, we have the next 2 episodes of The Day of the Triffids. This is episodes 3 and 4. This adaptation of The Day of the Triffids aired March 1957. In a couple of weeks, I will air the final two episodes. Not a month from now, but 2 weeks. Thank you, bye.
The BBC presents The Day of the Triffids.
Josella, there's a light.
A searchlight? What does it mean?
Someone's trying to get the sighted people together.
Then we're not alone.
Scratch a pointer on the window ledge, then first thing in the morning, we'll identify the building.
Episode 3, Conference and Confusion.
I lay awake for a long time on that first night after the disaster, listening to the shuffling and tapping of the blind in the street below. When I did go to sleep, I slept heavily and late. I woke to find the sun shining and Josella making coffee on the oil stove. She was wearing a ski suit, and jolly nice she looked at it.
Hello, Bill. Ready for breakfast?
I'll shave first. I feel a bit scruffy.
Shall I heat some water?
No, I'll manage with cold. There's one of those Playton creams in the bathroom. Hang on, I'm forgetting about that light we saw. Let's take a look at the mark we made and see where it came from.
I did, before you woke. It points towards London University Tower.
Yes, it would be that direction. Oh, and look, they're flying 2 flags. That's it, all right.
We better go straight there after we've eaten. It's funny. The streets are quite different from yesterday.
Fewer people about.
And look how they creep along the gutter. Yesterday they were all clinging to the house fronts.
It's easier going by the curb. This is the turning we want.
Steady. I think there's something happening at the gates.
There's quite a crowd. Do we investigate or clear out?
Investigate.
I think so, but don't let's get embroiled.
If we got through those houses and into one of the gardens, we could work our way quite close to the gates without being seen. If there's anyone to see us. Come on.
Be reasonable. There's nothing we can do about you.
And who do you think you are to shut yourselves up in there? Who do you think you are? You needn't think that I'm one of these helpless wretches and can't see you. I can see you all right.
What's happening?
Come up beside me.
But look here.
There's a sort of agitator chap trying to get in.
Be reasonable.
He's arguing with that chap inside the gates.
Do you think all these people haven't got the same right to live as you? They have, you know. It's not their fault they're blind, is it? It's nobody's fault. But it's going to be your fault if they starve, and you know it. I've been showing them where to get food. But there's only one of me, and there's thousands of them. You could help them too, but you won't. All you think of is looking after your own lousy skins.
But look here, how long do you think the supplies will last?
How the blazes would I know? What I do know is that if all us blokes who've still got our eyes don't muck in and help, there aren't going to be many left alive by the time they come to clear this mess up.
But who do you think's going to come?
Oh, that's it, is it? You're scared? Frightened that if you give them food, there won't be enough for you. Lovely people, aren't they? Well, if you won't come out to us, we'll come into you.
Let go!
There's his arm. Hold him while I undo the gate.
Let me go! Johnson! Edwards! Bring the stands! Coming!
Don't shoot
Oh, no. Just shoot at them like that.
They fired over their heads.
How do you know?
If they'd fired into that crowd with 2 Sten guns at a range of 20 yards, the street wouldn't be empty now.
But all the same, even to frighten them like that.
They had to do something.
That man, the one who spoke, was right.
In a way.
You know he was.
But he was wrong as well. You see, there is no they to come and clear up this mess. It won't be cleared up except by us. And one of the things we simply cannot afford to do is to spend our entire time pillaging food stocks on behalf of other people. Because when the stocks are gone, well, what will anyone eat?
It seems so callous.
I don't like it any more than you do, but we've got to make up our minds. Do we help the ones who've still got their sight to rebuild some sort of life, or do we make a moral gesture?
No, you're right, Bill. We've got to go on.
Then let's go over.
But the men with the guns.
They won't hurt us. We're sighted. Can you get down?
Give me a hand. There.
Can we come in?
How many of you?
Just the 2. We saw your signal last night.
Okay, come on over.
We had a bit of a party just now.
Yes, we saw it.
Those were the orders. Not to let them in. You'd better report to the colonel, just inside on the right. The door marked reception.
Highly organized.
Rather alarming.
This seems to be it.
Come in. Newcomers, glad to have you with us. I'll just take a few particulars. Your name, sir?
Masen.
Initials?
W.J.
Address?
The Twitton, Panghurst, near Worthing, if it makes any difference.
We must keep the record straight. I'm hoping to get a form run off as soon as we collect someone who can work a duplicator. Age?
29.
Occupation?
Triffid grower.
Not much call for that now, I'm afraid. And you?
Playton J.V. of 42 Dean Road, NW8. Age 22, no particular occupation.
Independent.
Very.
Miss, I presume?
Yes.
Well, we need good men. Nasty business this, but there's plenty to be done. Ah, Mr. Beadley.
Hello?
2 new arrivals, Mr. Masen and Miss Playton. Pass to you for action.
Oh, how do you do? Come across to my office.
Sure you don't want references in triplicate?
You're thinking of the colonel. Yes, he's a bit of a civil servant. Still, he's right in a way. We've got to get ourselves organized. Go in here.
What's the position at the moment?
Well, so far, there are about 35 of us. And we hope some more will come in during the day.
Have they all got their sight?
28 of them. The rest are relatives or children. Now, at the moment, the general idea is that we move away from here sometime tomorrow and go down to the country.
We were going down this afternoon.
Oh, what transport have you got?
A station wagon. We haven't stocked it up yet. We've got a lot of anti-triffid gear.
Well, that's a funny thing to make your first essential.
Not as funny as all that.
I think they're going to be a good deal of trouble.
Oh, but surely there aren't enough to cause a lot of bother.
There are plenty in the nurseries.
Oh, yes, but they're all fenced in. Oh, still, bring the gear by all means if you think it'll come in handy. Oh, by the way, you do want to come with us.
I think so, Josella?
Yes.
Good. Then here's what I suggest. Dump your stuff and then drive your car off and swap it for a good big lorry.
Right.
Oh, do either of you know anything about doctoring?
Not a thing.
Nor me.
Oh, pity. Otherwise I'd have sent you off on a medical scrounge. You'd better go after the stuff on this list.
Pots and pans, blankets, and food.
Yes. And concentrate on bulk. Cans and packets are your best line. Do as much as you can before dark. There'll be a general meeting and discussion here about 9:30 this evening.
Righto.
Well, have you got a pistol?
No.
You better have, just in case. And you, Miss Playton. Here.
Sure.
Less messy than that knife.
Oh, I feel like a gangster.
Well, that's better than being a gangster's mole, which is what you'll become if some of the citizens of this town get hold of you.
I know.
Well, see you this evening. And good scrounging.
Whoa! Whoa! Switch off.
Sorry about that.
You must double declutch when you change down on these things. You can't just slide through as you can on a car.
Yes, I see. Otherwise, it's not too bad.
You were doing fine till then.
Get a bit worried on corners. It's like having a row of houses behind you. Lucky there aren't many people in these parts.
That's because it happened after working hours. If people had gone blind in the daytime, Lord knows what it would be like.
Awful to think of them still in their houses. Pinner and Stepney and Kensington.
Not only awful, but quite unprofitable.
Sorry.
What's the next warehouse on our list?
A blanket wholesaler in Tooley Street.
And then back we go. I'm stiff after all that loading up.
What do you think I am?
Think you can manage to drive?
That's for you to say.
Yes, you'll do. Then I'll follow you down in the other truck.
Right. Park it there. Oh, Miss Playton, isn't it? Which list were you working from?
15.
Oh, here's Bill.
All right, Bill. Straighten her up. That's fine. Well, how have you made out?
We've got all this stuff on the list.
And a bit more besides.
We've made a couple of plans of where it's all packed in case you want to find anything in particular.
Oh, jolly good. I wish they'd all do that. Is this triffid beer you put down here?
Yes, I thought it might come in useful.
Oh, yes, of course. You brought a lot in this morning, didn't you?
It doesn't take up much room.
Still... Oh, well, leave it on for the moment. I dare say you could do with a cup of tea. There's a canteen operating in the hall. All right, the next one in. Come along.
There were far more people here than there were this morning.
Yes. Do you notice those girls over there, all sitting together?
They're blind, aren't they?
But not helpless. They must come from some institute. Wonder why.
Excuse me, Mr. Masen and Miss Playton?
Yes.
Good. Keep quite still, please. I want a picture of you.
Don't tell me you're the press.
Oh, more or less. At least I'm the official record. Elspeth Carey's the name, formerly of the Post.
This sounds like the Colonel's doing.
It is. I say, are you really Josella Playton?
Yes. And I wrote that book, and none of it's true. And I really don't see why the one static thing in a collapsing world should be my reputation.
Fair enough. Somebody said you were worried about Triffids.
I am.
They think he's got a bee in his bonnet about them.
And have you?
I think they're troublesome enough to be taken seriously when they get out of hand.
Yes, but surely that couldn't happen in England.
All sorts of things can happen in England now.
Yes, but... Oh, there's Ivan. He may be able to tell us something. He's been cruising round in a helicopter all afternoon. Ivan!
Hello.
Bill Masen, Josella Playton. This is Ivan Simpson, our intrepid bird man. Well, did you see any Triffids wandering around outside London?
Triffids? Oh, I don't think so. Not that you'd notice them much from the air, and besides, I was too busy following roads to take in much else.
What are the roads like?
Not too bad. Most of the drivers seem to have had time to pull up, and of course, it wasn't a busy time of day. I went as far as Reading, and they seemed pretty clear.
Did you see many people?
Hardly a soul. They don't go out very much.
Everybody in the lecture theatre, please, for a conference.
Oh, yes.
Everybody, please.
What what do you think this is going to be about?
Tomorrow's routine and so on.
We're a funny mixed crowd. Michael Beadley seems to be organising the platform.
All very efficient. They've even got a gavel.
Ladies and gentlemen, and it's probably the last time I shall use that phrase. The committee has appointed me as its chairman, and now I'm going to introduce them to you. But first of all, I want to say this. The world we knew has ended in a flash. And some of us may be feeling that it's the end of everything. It isn't, you know, unless we allow it to be. We've got to count our blessings, and whatever happens, avoid being sorry for ourselves. After all, if this disaster hadn't come upon us, you know, it's quite possible that something worse might have happened. And we've known that it might since the first bomb was dropped on Hiroshima in 1945. As it is, we have our health, the earth is intact, unscarred, and still fruitful. We can begin to build again, and we must start now.
Very well said.
Now, as you know, one of our main worries today has been that we've not come across anyone with medical knowledge. And so I'm particularly glad to welcome Miss Barr, who is not actually a doctor, but does hold high nursing qualifications. I'd like you to say a few words, Miss Barr.
Oh, my goodness. Must I?
Please.
I can only say that I'll do everything I possibly can. We must expect a certain amount of infection to be about in the next few days, and you can help us to avoid it by reporting at once if you feel at all unwell, and by eating nothing that has been exposed to the air, and by drinking nothing unless it has been boiled or comes out of a bottle.
Quiet, please.
After the meeting, will everyone please line up to be inoculated against typhoid, paratyphoid, and cholera?
Thank you very much, Miss Barr.
Sure.
Our last speaker is going to talk on a rather different subject. Here is Dr. Wallace, who is Professor of Sociology at the University of Kingston.
My friends, I think I may claim to be the oldest among you, and I've spent my life studying the varied institutions of mankind. I have always been struck by the fact that every age and every community has evolved its own moral code to meet its own peculiar circumstances. And moreover, every man believes his own code to be not only the right one, but the only one for him. Although he would not deny that life in a penurious Indian village calls for different customs and manners from life in, say, Mayfair.
What's he getting at?
Oh, shh. Thank you, madam. The point I am about to make is this. The world we knew is gone, finished. Our needs are now different, therefore our standards must be different. For instance, you have all spent the day indulging with clear consciences in what 2 days ago would have been housebreaking and theft. Yes, you have already lost one prejudice, and now I suggest to you that you must lose others. The only one which we dare retain is that which tells us the human race is worth preserving. Anything that will help to preserve it is good, whether we've been brought up to believe it so or not. Anything that will not help must be abandoned. Pour me some water, please.
Of course, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. There is one thing to be made quite clear to you before you decide to join our community. It is that the men must work, the women must have babies. Unless you can agree to that, there can be no place for you. We can afford to support a limited number of women who cannot see because they will have babies who can see. In our new world, then, babies become very much more important than husbands.
What are you grinning at?
People's expressions.
Michael looks a bit anxious.
We should worry. If Brigham Young could bring it off in the middle of the 19th century, this ought to be a pushover.
Think so? Here's someone who doesn't agree with you.
Are we to understand that the last speaker is advocating free love?
I think the questioner must be aware that I never mentioned love, free, bought or bartered. Will she please make the question clearer?
I am asking if you suggest the abolition of the marriage law.
All the laws we knew have been abolished by circumstances.
There is still the law of decency.
Oh, now, Miss
Durrant.
Miss Durrant, a Mohammedan preserves rigid respectability with 3 wives. So did Solomon with 300. These are matters of local custom. For our survival, we must develop our own customs in these matters. And those who choose to come with us must adhere to them. Those who do not wish to are perfectly free to start other communities on such lines as they think fit.
Well.
Oh, dear. It's nice to be alone again.
Shall we sit? What's the matter?
Shall we sit this one out? Just a thought.
It's a lovely night. How's your arm?
Not too bad. She's quite good, that nurse.
The needle was blunt by the time it got to me.
We girls were so busy arguing, we wouldn't have noticed even that.
I bet you were. How many will decide to come?
Nearly all of them, by morning.
You think so?
Most women want babies. A lot of them prefer them to husbands.
Do they?
Provided they've got some sort of security.
Oh.
Don't tell me you're going to cling to the old order.
No, but I don't know. It's difficult.
What is?
I was going to ask you to marry me, but there doesn't seem any point in it now.
Oh, Bill.
Well, is there?
I don't know. But I'll accept you all the same.
Oh, my darling. Josella.
Did you really think I wouldn't?
I didn't know.
Of course, it isn't quite as straightforward as it seems.
Why not?
I think if I were the committee, I should make it a rule that every man who marries a sighted girl must take on 2 blind girls as well.
What?
Well, that's about how the numbers work out.
But you don't mean that.
I do, and so do they. Didn't you think it was implied in that speech?
It may have been, but I don't see that they can hold anyone to it.
Meaning you don't love me enough to take on 2 other women as well?
No, but well, it's crazy, unnatural.
No, it isn't. Listen, Bill, this isn't easy for me either. But we do owe a sort of debt for being alive and able to see. One of the ways of paying it is to help these girls to as full a life as they can have.
I think that's the queerest argument I've heard today.
And yet it's right. I know it is.
Very well. If that's the way you think it ought to be.
Oh, darling, you do understand. I knew you would.
All the same.
Now, don't worry any more. I shall choose 2 nice, sensible girls.
Oh, will you? Good.
It's getting late. We better go in.
Yes, it's been quite a day.
Fire! Quick! Come on! Downstairs, everyone, and help out the blind. They're on the ground floor. Now, quick as you can. Mind the stairs. You all right, Bill?
Yes, I'm all right, thanks. Where's Josella?
She's down now. Hurry up. The smoke's thickening.
Here comes one, Coker. Right, tighten the tripwire. Push him one. Right, get him in the lorry. Here comes another.
Josella, are you down there? Josella.
He's out. Get him away. No, wait a minute. There's another. a bad bag. Not at all a bad bag.
Wakey, rise and shine.
Mm.
That's right, I thought I heard you.
Oh, my head.
You had an accident, mate. That's what you had.
My hands. Who's tied them up?
Now, take it easy, Cock. There's no harm intended.
What's happened?
I'll tell you in a tick. Here, where are you?
Over here.
Oh. Now, I've got the mug of char for you. Can you get it between your hands? Yeah.
Got it.
If it tastes a bit funny, it's the rum old Charlie put in it.
Who's old Charlie?
He's our cook, Charlie.
Who are you?
I'm Alf.
Now tell me where I am and why I'm tied up.
It's a bit of a lark, really. Here, have a fag and I'll tell you. Light mine, will you? Tar. Well, there was a bit of a shindy up at the university yesterday morning.
I saw that.
Yeah, well, after we'd scarpered, that bloke Coker that was doing all the talking, he got real nasty. And he said you'd have to take what was coming to you. Well, we met up with a couple of other fellas as could see, and they fixed it all up between them.
Fixed what?
The fire. He's a lad, that Coker. Can't help laughing.
Do you mean that fire was faked?
Well, of course it was. They rigged up a tripwire or two, lit a lot of paper and stuff in the hall, and started ding-dogging the old bell, see? As soon as you come downstairs, over you went bonk, went Coker with a cosh, and we put you on the lorry. Dead easy.
Where are we?
In a hotel. It's a posh one, too. Got a palm tree in the hall. Oh, I know that 'cause I walked into it. Can't help laughing, can you?
I can.
Oh, you don't want to take it like that.
How many of us did you get?
Couple of dozen, but 6 was blind.
And what are you going to do with it?
Well, get organised, I suppose. Hello, is this Coker now?
Yes.
Hey, morning, Captain. All correct.
Come on in, Mac. Stand there. Now you. Name?
Masen.
Let's have your hands. Now, I'm going to untie them, but don't try anything on. We've some rough customers round here.
What the blazes do you think you're doing?
I'll tell you in a minute. You won't help other people, you've got to be made to. Yeah. Mac?
Right. I'm coming.
Handcuffs.
Here, what?
Shut up. That'll give you a bit more freedom.
A bit.
All you'll need. Let's have the chain, Mac.
Here. I put the strap round my right wrist.
Good. Then you get that side of him. The chain through his arm, so. Alf?
Yeah?
You on the other side and the strap round your left wrist.
Oh, yeah, right.
Now.
It's sort of a shotgun wedding.
Now, Mason, I want you to look at this street plan. You're going to take these 2 and 50 others, and you'll be taken by track to your area. Once there, you'll find them accommodation and lead them to supplies. Now, there'll be others working to right and left of you, so stay in your boundaries.
How am I supposed to help anyone tied up like this?
You'll manage. Now, here's your area. Maida Vale to Fitzjohn's Avenue. No further in than Swiss Cottage, but as far out as you like. Now, I shouldn't let them get hungry if I were you. Some of them are tough.
Aye. And some of them have knives, mister. I'm one.
And I'll be out to check up on where you are, but otherwise, you'll be on your own till someone turns up to straighten out this mess.
If they come.
They'll come. You'll probably get a medal for your noble work. Okay?
One thing.
Yeah?
Did you get a girl called Josella Playton in your raid?
I think so.
Where have you sent her?
Westminster.
Oh, that lot won't find much grub. Not in the Houses of Parliament, they won't.
And don't you try wandering off to find her.
He won't.
I believe you, Mac. Lead them down to the street. The truck's waiting.
On the best of luck to us. Six steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We better go in and have a look round first on our own.
Wait where you are. The lot is.
One more small step and into the hall.
Hotel, is it?
Yes.
Here, any palm trees?
No, it's not as grand as that.
Oh.
Seems empty.
Now, well, what's the drill?
Bring them in 4 at a time, hands on shoulders, and find them somewhere to sleep.
The first 4 of yous.
Come on. 6 steps, remember.
One, 2, 3. Oh, it's funny. I never thought what it'd be like Kipling down, 3 of us strung together.
There's a lot of things you never thought of.
Ah, shut up.
No, but he's right, mate. It's going to be difficult.
And how difficult will it be if your man pushes off and leaves us on our own?
I never said I'd do that.
But you would if you could.
And I don't blame you, mate.
But I'll carve you if you try.
I'm no use to you dead.
You won't be dead, man. Just carved.
Oh, let's change the subject. Yeah, what do we do tomorrow?
Forage for food.
Aye, and the next day we'll eat it.
No, it'd be best to get quite a stock in. Spend a week or so going out every day, and then there'll be no chance of anyone else pinching it.
Yeah, that's true. Huh. And afterwards we can sit back quietly here, fair lapping it up.
Till we run out.
Some sort of thing will happen. Don't you worry.
Is anyone there?
Who's that?
It's a kid they call Lucy. Come in. What do you want, Ducks?
The man who can see.
I'm here.
Can you come up, please? There's something wrong.
What is it?
Some of the people are ill. They're very hot and they've got dreadful pains. I think they've got something bad.
How come? And so will you two, by the way.
Some sort of thing will happen. Don't you worry, Mac boy. It is.
That was episode 3 of The Day of the Triffids, a serial for broadcasting in 6 parts by Giles Cooper from the novel by John Wyndham, with Patrick Barr as Bill Masen and Monica Gray as Josella Playton. Production for the BBC by Peter Watts. The BBC presents The Day of the Triffids.
Right. Now the chain through his arms and the strap round his wrist.
How am I supposed to find supplies like this? Chained to a lot of blind men.
You'll manage. And here's your area, made of ale. I shouldn't let your lot get hungry. Some of them are tough.
Episode 4, Dead End.
The morning after we settled in at Swiss Cottage, I found that the 2 men who'd been taken ill in the night had died, and that now 3 more of the party were ill. I made them as comfortable as I could, and we set out to find food. I led the party, still chained to Mac and Alf, and the remainder followed in file, their hands on each other's shoulders. Alf called out the step to stop them falling over each other.
Right. Hey. Yeah, pick 'em up, pick 'em up. Where are we now, Gov?
In a side street running downhill. There should be shops at the bottom.
We're wandering around like lost souls.
What do you expect? If you'd let me loose, I could drive round till I found a good place and then pick you all up in a truck and bring you along to do the loading. This way's bound to be slow.
He's got something there, mate.
Aye, an easy getaway.
I wouldn't say you're wrong.
Suppose I gave you my word.
There's no man's word worth tuppence. We're in the jungle now.
Come on, pick up the step. Left, right, left, right.
We're coming
left.
to a corner. Get ready to turn left.
Yeah, when you say.
Stop!
Not here. Give us a bit of warning, can't you?
Shut up! 100 yards down the street, there's a group loading a truck.
They're outside their area.
They aren't our crowd. The man in charge, a red-haired chap carrying a rifle. Get down! He's seen us. Down!
What is it? What is it? What's up? What's up?
Max had it. Turn back, the rest of you, and go up the hill as if nothing had happened.
Come on, mate. Run for it.
No, he's coming towards us. Okay, I've undone Mac's strap. We're free of him. This way, round the corner. In here.
What is it?
Gun. Now, down.
He'll shoot us all.
No, he won't. He only wants me.
Oh, yes.
Where's the key to these handcuffs?
In my pocket.
Let's have it.
Look, mate.
Alf, I'll crack your skull with a chain if you don't hand it over.
There you are.
Good. Now keep quiet.
What's happening, mate?
He's taking a look at Mac lying in the middle of the road. I think he believes that he was the sighted one.
Go on.
Now he's following the rest of our lot. They're straggling up the hill. Come on.
What?
Take my arm. We'll follow him.
He'll see us.
I've got a stick here. If he thinks we're blind, he won't take any notice of us.
That's it.
Come on.
Okay, you're the boss. But keep telling me what's up. It's not knowing that gets me down.
He's about 50 yards ahead of us. The others are about 50 yards in front of him on both sides of the road.
Yeah.
He's not overtaking them. He wants to see where they're going.
So as he can pinch our supplies, I dare say.
Something like that. Hello?
What is it?
One of our chaps is ill. He's staggering, holding his stomach. He's fallen down.
What?
Come on, keep going. The red-haired man's caught up with him. He's looking down at him.
Down, he's shooting at us.
Not at us. He shot the sick man.
Swine.
Now he's coming back. Keep going. He's gone past. Come on. We've got to get a move on if we're going to get the others back to the hotel before they get too dispersed.
Do you mean you're not going to leave us?
Sorry to disappoint you, Alf. I thought I could when you had me chained, but now I'm free to go. I seem to have been landed with a baby I can't drop.
Pity old Mac couldn't hear you say that. He'd have died of shock.
All right. That's the lot of you. Now feel your way round here to the tailboard. Got the leader, Alf?
Okay. Up you go, chum. Follow him on. That's it. Now, and the next. That's it. Pass right down the car, please. Oh, please, steady. Don't kick the conductor in the teeth. He's doing his best. Another. Is that the lot, Bill?
That's the lot. Tailboard up.
Yeah. I'm getting handy at this. It's nothing like practice, eh? Let's see if I can get back to the cab on my own. The rear wheel. Right. Here's a petrol tank. Oh, that's a step, yes. Okay, I'm there. How many have we got with us?
15.
And 12 women back at the hotel. That's 27. 4 sick makes 31. We was 53 4 days ago.
4 days? Is that all it is?
What do you reckon this is we're all getting?
I don't know. It's come on too quickly for typhoid. Could be plague.
Plague?
I don't know.
Oh, looks like solving most of our problems anyhow.
That's looking on the bright side with a vengeance.
Oh, well, keep cheerful. What are we going to try for today?
Tin milk, biscuits, candles, and paraffin.
Oh, we got 40 gallons of paraffin yesterday.
We need more, much more.
Why?
No time to dig.
Oh, that. Yes. Not that it makes much difference what you do. It's more of a taste than a smell.
Yeah.
Was you in the war?
No, too young.
I never thought the whole of London had put me in mind of the Falaise Gap 2 days after the battle. Oh, yeah, I'm getting morbid. Where are we going, anyway?
Up towards the heath. We haven't tried that yet.
Ah, get a bit of fresh air, too, eh? Yeah, pity it wasn't bank holiday. We could have had a free ride on the Dodgems.
You think of everything.
Yeah. Not much improvement up here.
Ooh. No, there are more dead bodies lying around here than in most places.
Yes, is the shop okay?
Seems to be. Hang on there to the back while I open up shop.
Right.
Someone's been in before. They haven't taken much.
The ham's gone off.
Yes, you're by the cold meat counter.
Oh, that's it.
Stay there while I see what's in the bag.
I know.
Bill!
Triffids attacking the truck.
Oh, jump off and run for it! Come on, quick, towards my voice! Come on! By the window!
Oh, no. Bradshaw? Williams?
Here.
Foster? Higgins?
Here.
Travers? Kendrick?
Charlie's brought it, sir.
Forbes? Smith?
Here.
And that's the lot.
You didn't call my name.
Sorry, Lucy. Are there any more women upstairs?
Not now.
7 of us, all told.
And all my fault.
How do you make that?
I ought to have known there were Triffids up in the heath. I ought to have taken a Triffid gun up with me.
You can't think of everything. Besides, the Triffid's only got 8. You know what's taken the others.
Yes, I know. Does anyone want anything? Otherwise, I'll go to bed.
No, mate, we're okay. We don't need much.
That's funny. The clocks, they still go on.
Them that's work by clockwork will, Lucy, until they're all run down.
Hello? Hello? Anyone there?
Oh, hello, mate. You woke up, have you?
What was that just struck?
I don't know. It must be about 8 o'clock by the feel of the sun.
Where is everyone?
Cleared off.
What?
That kid Lucy took ill in the night. And the others got the wind up and said the place was unhealthy, and they pushed off to find somewhere else.
And Lucy?
She died about 2 o'clock.
Why didn't you wake me?
She was out for the count. See, there wasn't anything you could have done.
All the same, I hate to think about being alone.
I was there.
Yes, why?
Of course I hadn't gone.
I know, but why not? Don't you think it's unhealthy here?
I think everywhere's unhealthy. Besides, it didn't seem like to push off without saying. But what do we do now?
We have some breakfast. Then we make for Westminster.
To find your girlfriend, right?
Dead right.
Yes, you've got a funny way of putting things sometimes. Hand me that tin over, will you? Where are we?
Vauxhall Bridge Road, outside the cinema.
Vauxhall Bridge Road, yeah. They used to have trams here once.
Used to have people, too.
All empty, is it?
1 or 2 lying round. Oh, no! Get out! Get out!
What's up?
I thought one of them moved, but it was a cat.
Sly things, cats.
Now, I wonder what Josella would have done. The same as us, I dare say. Found a hotel as a base.
Say, there's a big one by the station.
Yes, let's try that first.
Are all the buses still in the station yard?
Yes, all standing there empty.
Victoria Station. Trains for Paris and the continent.
I've taken 10 minutes to do these few yards on a busy day.
Yeah. Here, where are we now?
Turning into Eccleston Street. Here's the hotel, and a woman outside it.
Your girl?
No, she's old, but alive.
Have you...
You keep away. These tins are my tins. These tins are my tins. These tins are my tins.
Well, I shouldn't bother with that one. It's coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, this one's baked beans.
No.
I'll open them for you.
Give me the tin. Give it.
Were you with the party?
Give me the tin.
Tell me, then, were you with the party?
Yes.
Led by a girl?
Give me my tin.
In a moment. Was there a girl who could see?
Yes. Now give me.
What happened to her?
They all got ill and died, and then she went away.
Oh.
She wanted to take me, but I wouldn't go. Where's the point?
When did this happen?
Yesterday. Give me my tin.
Is that all you know?
Yes, my tin.
Here you are. I've opened it. What's the matter?
I can tell you that, mate, even without eyes. They've got it down here, too. Best come away.
Oh, wait. Oh, and I was hungry now. I don't want my tin. That girl was a good girl. She stayed with us. Now go.
Well, this is where I came in, the university.
Anyone about?
Not by the look of it. There's only one truck left.
Maybe the ones Coker did in Shanghai, they just, pushed off.
Looks like it. Oh, wait a moment. There's something pinned on the main door. Hang on, I'll go and have a look.
Hey, watch out for Triffids.
I'll take the Triffid gun. No, I won't, though. I'll take the revolver. There's someone coming. Stay there.
Don't go too far.
Stand still. Put your hands up. Why, it's Mr. Coker.
Yes, it's me. Don't worry, I'm not armed.
Well, what are you after? Another little party?
No, I've had enough. They all died.
So did mine.
Still, we tried.
The wrong way.
Yes. No, but it seemed right to me at any rate. I didn't realize then that the whole world must be like this. Good, think of New York.
And what are you going to do now?
Go after the others and eat humble pie. Have you seen the address they left behind?
No, I was on my way to look at it.
Tynesham Manor, Tynesham, near Devizes.
We won't get there tonight.
No, I was going to bed down here and move in the morning.
If you take that truck, I'll take the car.
Well, couldn't we take the truck alone?
I got a passenger. Alf, here's your old friend Coker.
Alf! Oh, he's gone to sleep. Wake up, Alf.
No, mate. I'm not asleep. Keep away from me. Where's Bill?
Here.
I've got it.
Alf!
No, you keep away. I've got it and I'll be dead by the morning. After all that trouble to stay alive. Thanks for all you done, Bill. Hope you find your girl. Just give me a drink of water.
Time for food?
Yes.
12:30. Oh, we made good time, considering. Where are we exactly?
It's about a mile before we turn off on A361 to get down to the Devizes. It's hot in here. We might as well sit on the grass.
Watch out for Triffids.
We'll see them coming on this downland.
It's a bit of luck we've got this anti-Triffid gear on board.
No, it isn't. I put it there. That's why they didn't take this truck. They thought I was an alarmist. Biscuits?
Oh, thanks. What's to go on them?
Pate. Beer?
Here's the opener. Here, where'd you find these tankards?
In the Athenaeum.
Oh.
Bishops have drunk from them.
I feel better.
It's getting to London.
Yes, out here it might be any summer's day.
Less traffic.
There were an awful lot of people on this island.
Don't start telling me it's all been for the best.
No, but something was bound to happen sooner or later.
That's what Michael Beadley said.
Who's he?
The chap who was leading the university group. They had some interesting theories. I can't wait to see how they worked out. Polygamy, among others. 3 wives per man.
That wouldn't work. I tried it once for a bit.
What? Polygamy?
No, marriage. Took me all my time to keep one in order. Oh, we're just about there. Should be on the other side of this wall. It's a stately home by the look of it.
Well, there's the gate.
Steady. What's this, a hold-up?
Stay where you are.
Then don't point that gun at us.
Is this Tynesham Manor?
Stay where you are.
You really might take your finger off the trigger.
Where do you come from? And how many of you are there?
Just the two of us. We've come down from London to join the party.
What's in the truck?
Supplies.
All right, pass. You'd better report to Miss Durrant. She's in the dining hall.
Where's Michael Beadley?
I don't know. Miss Durrant's in charge. Report to her.
All right.
Who's this Miss Durrant?
As far as I can remember, she was the one who rebelled against polygamy. Something wrong if she's running things. Let's find out.
Pamela? Cynthia? Start serving the blancmange now. I think they've all finished their first course. Yes? What do you want?
Miss Durrant?
Yes?
We've just arrived from London. Can we have a word with you?
One moment. Pam, make the helpings larger. We don't want any left over.
Yes, Miss Durrant.
Now, what is it?
Mr. Coker and I have just arrived. We want to know the form.
Mr. Coker? Aren't you the man who led the raid on the university building?
I am.
Then I'd better let you know once and for all that we have no use for brutal methods in this community, and no intention of tolerating them.
What is this community? Where's Michael Beadley and all the others?
They decided to move on.
Why?
Because we made it perfectly clear that some of us, at any rate, wish to preserve our moral standards. If you wish to stay and help us, you can. If not, please go as soon as possible.
Who are all these people here? They didn't come from London, did they?
They are locals.
All blind?
Yes.
How many sighted have you?
There are 7 of us.
What about Miss Playton, Josella Playton? Is she here?
No. There's Peggy Harcourt-Smith down at the gate, Monica, Pamela, and Cynthia on duty here, Betty and Rosemary on a triffid patrol, and that's all the ones who could see. Nobody called Josella.
They're all girls here.
All the sighted ones, yes.
Meaning that all the men elected to go with the other party.
Which is why they went and you stayed.
Naturally. With the lorries to be driven and the loading to be done, it was obviously right that they should be the ones to go.
Which is why you won't last for 3 months.
I beg your pardon?
If that, you haven't got a ruddy clue. Oh. How are you going to feed all these people for a start?
We shall send parties into devises to collect supplies.
And the plague.
What?
Keep away from towns.
There are plenty of village stores in the neighbourhood.
Enough to last you for a year.
Perhaps.
And a year after that, and the next year? What do you do then? How will you live in 10 years' time, even if the Triffids don't get you first?
We shall trust to Providence.
You'll do better to start building some sort of flour mill now. The wheat will be ready for harvesting in a few weeks. For heaven's sake, can't you see you've got to change your whole way of thinking or go under?
I can assure you that we propose to think as we have always thought. If you disagree with our ideas, you're welcome to go and join Mr. Beadley and his friends.
Where are they?
Did you wish to go too?
I want to find Miss Playton. Where do they go?
I really couldn't say.
Well, surely they left an address.
If they did, I don't remember it. I have an idea it was in Dorset, somewhere in the Beaminster direction. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a great deal to be done. Monica, will you stack the plates, please? Then some of the train girls can get busy watching them.
Well, how far is Beaminster?
Where are we?
Steeple Honey.
Where's that?
In Somerset.
It's pretty.
To look at.
What the blazes happened to everyone, Bill? I mean, I can understand them getting disease in the big towns, but you'd expect people to be alive out here.
There have been accidents and suicides.
Well, not all that many, surely. You've come 50 miles now without seeing a living creature except a few sheep.
And the dickens of a lot of triffids.
Yes, more and more of them.
You've noticed that too.
Why is it?
I've been wondering. I don't know. Well, we've broken our duck as far as people go.
Over there in the pub. Upstairs window.
Oh, yes.
Can you get downstairs?
Coming now!
He's alive. Why aren't the others?
Oh, he kept his head. They lost theirs. I don't know. We may as well take a drink from him.
Where are you?
Coming over. Look out, Triffid! Ah! The Triffid gun.
Here.
Got it.
Is the chap dead?
Yes. Look. It had rooted itself in his garden, just in reach of the door.
Almost as though it was waiting for him.
Almost.
But it couldn't have been, could it? I mean, they've got no intelligence. They're plants.
A friend of mine who knew a lot about them wasn't so sure. He thought they'd talk to each other.
Do you think so?
I don't know. He also said that sight was the only advantage that mankind had over triffids.
Yes, but what'd be the idea of killing people? They can't eat flesh.
If they wait long enough, they can drink it, just like any other plant.
Thank you. I'll have a large brandy after that little thought. No, I won't. Here come two more. Let's get out of it. Miss! Come on!
Beaminster welcomes careful drivers.
Let's hope somebody else does, too. Crikey, who's that?
The character in that doorway.
Stay where you are and don't move.
What's the idea? Dog eat dog?
How many of you are there?
Only us two. We're harmless.
All right, you can get down. Come on, you others. It's all right.
But who are you? Where do you come from?
Have you any gin?
What's happened?
You mean you don't know?
Well, only that we were all in a car smash a week ago and taken to the cottage hospital. When we came round the next morning, everybody else was blind. Oh, my name's Stephen Brennell. I'm supposed to be a stockbroker. This is Vera Paul, a girlfriend of mine, and this is Sid Farrer, who used to run a radio shop. Pleased to meet you.
My name's Bill Masen. This is Jack Coker.
I don't know.
What about the others?
Well, they're up at the manor. They broke their legs. Who? The others who were in the accident.
But haven't you seen a large party? A man called Michael Beadley's leading them.
No, not a sign. We've been all round, 15 or 20 miles radius.
Oh, my boy, we've been ahead.
Miss Durrant.
Bless her.
Look, supposing you come back to the manor with us. Then we can all put each other into our respective pictures.
Oh, fair enough. Lead on.
Then you see outside the machine gun so that it fires from this window covering the drive. And a mortar here to deal with anybody beyond the shrubbery where we can't see them. Well, it takes care of this side of the house.
But why?
Well, there's bound to be trouble sooner or later when stocks run low in the cities.
We've been expecting gangs out any day.
You haven't seen the cities. They're emptier than the countryside.
What?
Do you mean nobody in them?
Yes, darling, that's exactly what he means.
Well, that only shows what I've been saying all along. We've got to wait for the Americans.
What Americans?
Well, they're bound to come sooner or later. I mean, you know, like in the war and the food parcels and all that.
They won't be coming this time.
How do you know?
Well, because they were all out watching the comet or whatever it was as well. They're as badly off as we are.
Maybe worse. They had more triffids. And less canned food in these deep freeze days.
But all the same, they are the Americans, aren't they? I mean, they're bound to come sooner or later.
Look, you've got to get it into your head. There are no Americans.
But there must be Americans.
It's no good. You'll never convince her. Here, have a drink, darling, and keep quiet, eh?
I believe it, though. I swear there is nothing on the shortwave.
It's a bit paralyzing. What the blazes do we do about it?
Oh, can't we just stay here and wait?
No, we very well can't.
I don't swear at the girl.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm apt to blow my top a bit. Ask Bill here.
He's noisy but harmless.
Oh. Yes, it was being noisy that saved me. I never told you that, did I? On the night of the comet, I was down in Rotherhithe doing a bit of organizing in a strike. The police turned up, so I hid in a cellar all night. Crime pays.
All the same. If we don't stay here, where can we go?
My suggestion is Tynesham, where we've just come from.
Why?
Oh, I know you've got the girl to look for, Bill. That does give you a reason for swanning about the country. But for the rest of us, there's no point in staying here until our supplies run out.
That'll take some time.
Yes, but by that time, we must be self-supporting.
Well, there's some good farmland round these parts.
But there aren't enough of us to farm it.
Well, I don't know. We might make a go.
It's not good enough just to make a go. You've got to realize that this will last forever, that you've got to make entirely new lives.
Oh?
Look, one of the things man must have if he's to progress is leisure. Leisure. Time to learn, to study, to experiment.
Oh, that's true.
There are only 6 of us here. We may get 1 or 2 more in, but even that won't give us enough. It means that every single person will have to work all day just to keep himself alive.
Well, there's lots of machinery lying around.
Yeah, but in a few years' time, there won't be any petrol or oil. We'll have to find horses and breed from them and learn how to shoe them. And later, we'll have to learn how to smelt iron and make horseshoes.
Some job.
When the candles give out, we'll have to live in the dark unless we've discovered how to make fresh ones out of tallow.
Candles are made of wax. I do know that.
And wax is made of paraffin. Now, we got a chance to live on capital for a few years, but if we don't take the opportunity it gives us to learn, we should become peasants. children will be savages, and theirs will be back in the Stone Age.
Yes, but how will going to Tynesham help?
Well, there's more than 60 people there. Most of them are blind, but they can be trained to help. We'll be a society, growing and developing, instead of a desperate garrison with nothing to look forward to. Are you on?
Yes, I am.
Me too.
Is it a very small place, this Tynesham?
Oh, it's on all the best American maps.
Oh.
Well, let's have a drink on it.
Miss Durrant will be surprised. If she doesn't like it, she can go and dance with the Triffid. Have you had much trouble with them around here?
Oh, we certainly have.
But we've found something that really scares them off.
Oh?
Yes. When we were collecting our weapon supply at Bovington, we picked up a couple of flamethrowers. One tickle with them, and they keep well away.
Just as well. You can shoot at them all day, and they don't mind. Not any more than a tree would.
Well, that's what they are.
I know, but you sort of forget it when you see them sitting around waiting to take a smack at you.
There's half a dozen in every farmyard round here. They park themselves in the manure heaps.
Yes, I look forward to putting in a little flamethrower practice. It sounded as though they were getting you down, Bill. Funny, really. I used to regard them as part of my job. Oh, they were odd, yes, but no odder than some other hybrids we produced. But now I'm beginning to realize just what it was we were bringing into the world for money. Well, there's one thing about Tynesham. It's more open up there. You can see for miles across the downs, and they can't creep up on you so much. What's the matter, Bill? The downs. Something Josella said.
Your girlfriend?
Yes, back in London, she said something about some friends of hers who lived on the Sussex Downs near Pulborough. That was where she suggested we might go. I bet that's where she is. Unless what? Oh, nothing. Oh, I know. Unless she's caught the plague and died. She might have done. But all the same, you're starting for Pulborough in the morning. I don't blame you, chum. In fact, I wish you luck.
That was episode 4 of The Day of the Triffids, a serial for broadcasting in 6 episodes by Giles Cooper from the novel by John Wyndham, with Patrick Barr as Bill Masen. Production for the BBC is by Peter Watts.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoy what I'm doing, I ask you to please subscribe to my channel or channels. Well, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, stay safe, wish you well, peace.